and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons and Dragons campaign brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I'm your Dungeon Master Michael, and we have an exciting session in store for you tonight. But first, you have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command !midnight in our chat for a clickable link to midnightsyndicate.com. You can listen to the music on Spotify, watch our music videos on YouTube, or ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. Artwork is done by Jeremiah. Jeremiah is Rosad currently in this campaign. He's also known as Diablo, Aspen, Dayon, and Chris Hemingway, and Shada Grimhide as well. So all those people, and maybe more to come. Depends on what I throw at them. We'll find out later.
Oh, so you're just gonna kill his character like twice in the campaign?
You can. Well, technically, Chloe made the choice for him to die. But anyway, you can use the command !Discord to go to our Discord server and message him if you would like to, commission him for his art skill for monies. We also have a Minecraft server. The Minecraft server has been up for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's been going great. A lot of players have been on. You can play on our Java Minecraft server too. And guess what else? There is a boss coming to the server very soon. It's fantastic, a lot of fun. And we'll drop.
Any hints yet?
No, but it will drop has a chance to drop a special item that will allow you to teleport to spawn every 30 minutes. So that is the item that this boss will be dropping.
Cool.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right. So yeah, there's that. And I don't have any other announcements to get through.
Do we do the dice?
Only crits.
So eat your dice.
Yeah, only crits.
Use the code Lich Souls on checkout for a discount. Exclamation point, only crits. Only crits for a clickable link.
Hi TikTok.
Hi TikTok. Yes, only crits for clickable link.
Hi TikTok.
I will say that we should have an ad video for that during our mid-session break. I guess we're just working on it. So
I'm sorry. Can we get permission to make
no
that website?
No. So there's that. And
I bet it already exists, but
so everybody, grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table and we begin tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week in his very own words is none other than Renatus. Take it away.
Being nearly consumed by a giant worm is not something that I would even wish upon my greatest enemy. But a few of us had the unfortunate privilege of experiencing it firsthand. After the battle was done, we collected the venom sac, rested for a bit, and made our way back to the city toward the Bright Vein Guild, which we were able to complete the trade for our companion crime. Rosad and Valerie headed north to do gods know what. The rest of us headed to the inn, but were met with this feeling of an overpowering presence. Just then, three figures entered into the tavern. Something felt off about them. Just when we thought the air in the room couldn't feel any more tense, they did not seem to care for the tavern keeper's response to their question of needing rooms, as one of the patrons of the tavern started bleeding from the nose and simply crumbled into pieces. Obviously distraught by this, the poor innkeeper questioned the three figures and was almost met with the same ultimate untimely fate as their nose began to bleed as well. The figures all revealed themselves, two of which were lizard folk, and the third they addressed as the Porcelain Queen. After the queen made her way upstairs, Emelyne followed after her to speak with her, just as Rosad and Valerie joined us. Asking about Emelyne's whereabouts, Valerie also headed upstairs to check on her. It was met with her and the queen, whose name we learned was Lady Darthbine. The rest of us were all then invited up as well, but I could not shake this uneasy feeling I had as we approached the queen's room, and then it became clear what the feeling was. The queen was using the undead as her servants, and I could not bear to watch, but for the safety of my companions I chose to stay in the hallway. After a quiet and uneventful evening, the morning came and proved to be just the opposite. A mage by the name of Dulcera was waiting in the great room for us, and without hesitation, Lady Darthbine unleashed a powerful blast of energy and killed the other patrons of the tavern and seemed to raise them back up from the dead. During the chaos, we managed to slip away and were met outside by Shazoth. Right? Close enough? Okay, cool. Who aided us in our escape. After some time, we parted ways, and we began our journey to the northeast into the Badlands. I thought it was the heat that was playing tricks on me, as the outline of a woman appeared to me in the distance. I merely brushed it off, as we did not have time for such foolish mind games. As Emelyne and Talia were having it out over some small animal, a voice called to me, and the figure returned just out of my sightline, telling me that I needed to return to the earth. I responded back to the voice, saying that it was not my time yet to return, that I had not finished my mission. Surprisingly, it was Rosad that seemed to be the most concerned for my well-being and managed to talk some sense back into me and suggested that I listen to the voice. So that's exactly what I did. I began digging and buried myself. That was when the bell tolled. I found myself floating in a void when I was met by Lady Griftreyer herself. She had explained to me that her power was slipping away, and that Lady Ilna had already lost too much herself, as it was revealed that the flow of souls to the underworld had stopped flowing, and that no souls were passing over, meaning that anyone who had died would not be able to return to the mortal realm by any means, including ourselves. She went on to explain that this was by the power of the obelisk, and that we must stop the powers that be from drawing any more power into it, who, as it was revealed to be, the disciples of Mordecai. She then told me that we must complete our mission by any means necessary. And then she said her goodbye, and she was gone. I opened my eyes to find myself still buried. I got myself out of my shallow grave, getting the dirt and everything out of what was once my lungs. I believe are still my lungs, I'm not quite sure. But it was still quite an unpleasant experience I wouldn't recommend to anyone. I then explained to the rest of my companions what it was that we must do. But as we were about to continue on with our journey, a larger animal, what seemed to be a coyote, probably the mother of the one that Emelyne and Talia were arguing over, seemed to not quite enjoy the fact that one of them had killed its young, and seemed to seek revenge as it stood up on its hind legs and promised us such revenge.
And that is where we left off. So,
Combat music. Fight begins.
let me go ahead and give everybody a visual.
Werewolf.
How big is this thing?
Told you we
It is a
should not have
medium-sized
killed it.
creature.
Yeah, we're gonna mess this thing up.
Or we can befriend it.
Oh,
I like the confidence.
we might want to make that call out. If anyone wants to befriend it,
We'll just have to give it the person who killed its child.
Casting of blood
In the
is a
bushes.
grave sin. You have committed a crime against nature, against my spawn, and I will see it done right. Its eyes begin to glow as it goes on its hind legs and starts to hold itself in a more humanoid fashion. You may put your tokens on the map
Where
if
would
you have
the
not done
camp-
so already. Against
said
this
that
rocky
the-
wall.
okay, perfect. Okay.
Where is Renatus buried?
He rose, didn't he? He rose out of the ground.
Yeah, I'm out of the ground at this point.
But also, like, why does it matter? So let's move on. I am missing a token on the map. There it is. All right. So go ahead and everybody roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
I think that's my best initiative ever.
Maybe 20.
You're gonna love it when
I
you see
got a
this creature's
6.
initiative.
That was a 9, which means it's minimum 18.
What?
Yeah, I have proficiency in initiative, and I have reliable talent.
I have not rolled initiative well on like any D&D game I've played in the last little bit.
Probably the best initiative roll I've had in like probably a good 5 to 10 sessions.
I'm
My-
just used to bad initiative.
Yeah, I'm
Everybody-
happy
is
to
everybody
roll a
on the
10.
board?
Holy crap! Its initiative is 35.
Oh.
Oh no.
Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. We're gonna rock this thing's world.
Eyes
Don't worry about it.
glow as the eyes glow gold as this aura seems to be coming off of it. All right, and that's gonna start with its turn.
Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
In a flash, this creature moves with lightning-like reflexes as it is going to move here.
I didn't hurt your
Throw
chest.
it away.
Right here.
Really?
You know what?
Uh,
I say that the rest of us just back up and just let those two
Valerie
die.
die.
Emelyne does a
It's got brain.
does a
How does he
19
know? How does he know? Of course it is. How does he
she-
know?
It's
How did she know it was me? Suspicious.
I rattled you out. I rattled you out by mind powers.
Oh my god.
23 points of radiant damage as this bolt of golden energy comes crashing towards you and hits you right in the chest.
Oh my god, man.
It's
Got
then going to
23?
take its hand in the shape of a blade, or I mean like its fingers together, and it's going to reach out to palm Valerie in the chest.
Okay, I don't consent.
29 to
It's a
hit.
monk.
Yeah. I'm gonna say again, Valerie does not consent.
That is going to be.
So-
Hold on. Why can I do math right now?
What the hell?
13
What?
points
What the hell?
of bludgeoning damage plus 11 points of force damage as it comes out and it palms your chest, and you just like start to cough up a little bit of blood as this, like, you feel your ribs crack, your sternum, it has a mass amount of pressure put in on it. And that will be its turn. Next up, we have Talia with Renatus on deck, or just out in the hole.
Okay. Hello, mother creature. I would like to just talk to you before we decide to go any further, please. She did not mean it. You have harmed her enough. We do not need to seek out any more bloods. We are not here to make any enemies. Please do not harm us. Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Can I use my feature,
and
please,
by the
to
way,
make that just a regular roll?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please, Megan, Talia.
Which one do you want me to do first, then?
Wisdom saving throw as you started your turn.
8 for the wisdom saving throw.
All right. So you are going to this matters. You're going to take 13 points of psychic damage as you become magically bewildered. As you start your turn close to this creature, you also get a minus 1d4 from your saving throws until you pass this check.
Minus 4.
Magically bewildered.
What did I do?
What did I do?
So I need that persuasion check with disadvantage, please.
Can I use restore balance as my reaction to make that just a regular roll?
You can.
Please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shit.
Oh.
Its eyes are flaring with
So
some
sorry.
deep motherly rage as the death of its child has been done before it. Does not work. That is your action.
I think all I'm just gonna do is just move myself a little bit down here. And that will be my turn then. Damn.
All right. It is now Renatus' turn. Rosette on deck. Emelyne in the hole.
Okay, let's see. Let's hope this works. Okay, I'm gonna first off bonus action form of dread. Not necessarily for the transformation, but I mean, I'll take the temp HP. So it's 2010 plus that. I'm gonna roll a d10. Where's my die? Where's my die? There's my die. That's 8 temp HP to myself. I'm gonna look at this coyote creature, skinwalker, whatever thing it is. And say to it, "It is unfortunate what one of my companions did to your child, and I understand your anger. But just know this. Is this not life? Is this not simply life and death as what happened? If you do not leave now, then this child will be the last one you ever get to experience."
Was that your turn?
Yeah. Trying to intimidate.
Intimidate.
Okay, roll for
Yeah.
intimidation.
Funny enough, intimidation is actually one of my best stats. And watch this airball.
Yeah.
Called it. That's a 7.
Why did you call it? Why did you call it bad like that? Call it
Because
good.
I knew. Because I already knew. Because roll
At
20
the-
is hating me.
At the end of your turn, this creature is going to fly. And it's
Oh,
gonna
good.
say, "You are not getting away," as it flies towards Talia.
Towards
Fuck off.
Talia.
Without provoking opportunity attack, and it's going to palm her with its rend attack.
Damn, bro.
Okay.
That is gonna be a
Damn.
27 to hit.
Well, yeah.
13 points of bludgeoning damage plus 5 points of force damage as it does this legendary
18!
action.
18! Damn, bro.
It is now Rosad's turn.
All right, Rosad is going to run over.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Also, Quentin, make a wisdom saving throw because I forgot to do it at the start of your turn.
Okay, wisdom save. That's a 13.
That will fail. You are going to take.
You can
That's
roll a
19.
13.
That just succeeds.
Woo!
You are going to take. Oh, give me a second. 14 points of psychic damage, and your saving throws are minus 1d4.
Saving throws minus 1d4.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now you may take your turn. Sorry.
Cool. Rosad runs over next to Talia, and he is going to make an attack at this thing with his psychic blade. All right. That's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
All right. And that will be 22 points of psychic damage.
22 points of psychic damage. You take this blade and you slash it down the front as it's targeting Talia. All right.
And Rosad will use his bonus action for his Fey Gift help action. And he will help Talia attack this thing with the Gift of Spite.
She is feeling right now.
Spite.
All right.
And that'll be that.
All right. It is now Emelyne's turn with Cram on deck.
Dumb question. We slept in the town on the turtle, right? After we talked to Lady Darkman.
Yeah,
I mean, not long rest.
You had a
yeah.
long rest. After you
In
talked
that
to her
case-
before you woke up, and she attacked the mage.
I'm gonna cast Spirit of Death right next to this creature on the space above it on the map. And then I would like to bonus action drink one of my health potions.
Okay.
And then for the spirit's turn, it'll do a multi-attack. So it'll do 2 attacks here. Let me see. So just to clarify here, it says your spell modifier to hit with advantage.
So that would be the plus attack bonus to like your attack spells, and it gets
Okay, so
advantage.
Okay, so D20.
D20 plus
hit?
your spell attack modifier.
That'll be a 14 for the first one. And a 20 for the second.
20 hits.
Excellent. Oh. And that's 11 points of damage, necrotic damage.
It as you this attack, it doesn't do as much damage as you thought it would.
Interesting. That's all right. That'll be my turn.
It gets 2 attacks, right? So with advantage, you rolled with advantage the first one, you get to attack again. You rolled 2
sweet.
attacks. You roll 2 d20s per attack and then take the higher of the 2 numbers, and it gets 2 attacks, so 4 d20s total.
Great. I just missed the part where I had advantage on that, but I will take it. And we'll do this. So it's 11 and 22.
22 hits.
That's 11 points of damage again.
All right.
I'm also going to have it fall back a little bit here. And it's actually going to do its own bonus action on its turn of haunting that creature, so it can't. Yeah, we'll go from there.
What do you mean haunting this creature?
The spirit of death can haunt the creature, so if the spirit, like if the creature starts the round within 10 feet of the spirit,
Okay.
it gets scared and whatnot, but it's too far away for all
Does
that
it
jazz
have
right now, so we'll
HP?
do that later. Yes, it has 40 HP.
Okay. Make sure you roll your d20 to add your HP to that from your ring.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
I'm assuming you're attuned to the ring.
Yes. And then that's the end of my turn if we're all
Okay.
good.
It's going to turn around and face your spirit. Filthy abomination. And it's going to launch a radiant ray attack to it. That is a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh-huh.
$16 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And now it is Cram's turn with Valerie on deck.
Okie dokie. Cram is going to he's gonna do as a bonus action innate sorcery to give my spell DCs +1 and advantage on my attacks, and then I'm going to cast blindness / deafen for blindness on this little fella, please. If you could make a con save of 17 is the DC.
Okay.
That would be lovely.
25.
Oh, he passes with flying colours. Good job. Okay. And then I run away. 5, 10. Do I? I was like here. Am I in range? Do I need to do the save?
Throughout the start of your turn. If you start your turn within,
Okay.
just when you start your turn, remind me because
16.
that will fail. You're going to take 3d6 psychic damage. That is 9 total, and all your saving throws have a
Okay.
minus 2/4.
Okay. And then I'm gonna run away from here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I'm gonna stand over here. And then that'll be all.
Valerie, it is your turn, and then
Am I close enough? Am I close enough to take damage, or am I okay?
I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yep. Wow, natural 1.
That will pass. Just kidding. 13
It'll
points of
pass.
psychic damage. Saving throws are minus 1d4.
Yeah, Valerie's almost down. I haven't done anything yet. Does this thing look bloodied at all, or does it look mostly okay?
Oh, it's barely taking damage. It's taking maybe 32 points of damage.
Yeah, okay, so we're in real danger.
And most of that is from Emmelyne's thing.
Valerie is going to activate her mirror image, so...
So actually, it's Rosad's technically the most.
Yeah, so it's kind of like use her mirror image, so she's going to have the 3 mirrored versions of herself, making it more difficult to see where she is. And she is going to back away quite a bit. And going to bardically inspire Rosad. Enjoy. That is Valerie's turn. She looks exhausted, tired, and like she surprisingly almost died already. We need to find a way to get this over done now. Stop holding back.
Naoki.
All right, Naoki's gonna do something new. You'll see him kind of like hold his umbrella up high and start twirling it as like the flowers, you see them like kind of like spinning. They start to turn into wasps, and then a bunch of wasps kind of like gather in front of me, and I cast Giant Insect. Isn't that fun?
Giant insect.
Let me get over to the stat block.
So I need to put a token on the map for you.
Yes, right in front of me. It can fly.
There you go.
This thing has. That's 24 HP. Love that. Alright, it is going to make a melee weapon attack against it. It's going to sting it. So that is, let's see. Just a flat d20 plus 4. Oof. Oof.
That does not hit.
That's a 6. That's a 6.
6 will miss.
His turn, but the creature stays flying near him.
And also you need to make a wisdom saving throw at the start of your turn.
The quick question:
You got a
is the
natural
creature
20.
within? Whoa! Is it within 10 feet of the spirit?
It's 15 feet away.
Just making sure.
All right. It is now the creature's turn. A sort of its turn. It is going to look at Talia and it's going to make a bomb attack. 29 to hit.
This is bullshit. Yes.
14 points of bludgeoning damage plus 9
Plus-
points of force damage.
Oh my god.
Is this a mama coyote or a daddy coyote, by the way?
Seems to be feminine.
23 damage. Damn.
Yeah, that is the number.
No, it did.
It's going to turn and launch its divine, its radiant ray attack to Emelyne.
It does hate women.
Wow.
26 to hit.
That hits.
I rolled really low on that. Out of the 46, 3 of them were ones. 14 points of radiant damage.
What's up?
You two have his scent on you. And with that, that will be its turn.
Us, because I touched the bitch. Now I smell like him, and it's like, nah, fuck you. I'm done playing nice. So, I'm going to cast my Hunter's Mark on Mrs. Creature thing over here. And I'm going to attack you with my longsword. Pachow. A 15 probably doesn't hit. Wait, do I get advantage on this? Was it?
Why would you get advantage?
Brilliant.
Did you make a wisdom
Brilliant.
saving throw?
You do get
You got
advantage.
fight.
Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I got a 26 for the second roll of that one. Wisdom
I give her the
saving
help action.
throw. But it's minus 1d4, you said, yeah?
19 will
19
pass.
minus 4.
Will just pass, but then the minus 4. So
Just be nice, please. Please. I was nice to the puppy.
Must be nice. It must be nice.
Yeah. So the magic bewilderment lasts until the end of your next turn. However, at the start of your turn, you have to remake the saving throw, so it just restarts the process all over again.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. 19 just passes. So if you have less than a 4 to your plus, right? And
You can't pass.
You
Yeah.
cannot pass. As long as you stay
So I
within
didn't
range of
pass
this
that bit.
creature. So that did not pass because you got a 15. You're going to take
Oh,
11 points of psychic damage, and the magic bewilderment starts again.
does my 26 of my longsword count still?
Yeah, that hits.
As long as you don't go down.
So
Oh shit. Okay, 66 from that. And then oh, for fuck's sake. 7.
Does that include your hunter's mark?
7. Yes. Yes, unfortunately.
Nice.
So I'm yes, I'm
All
going
right.
to try it one more time. I get 2 attacks, so I'm gonna
you don't have advantage.
Oh!
Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
Got
How
4
much
damage. Here we go. Big
don't say
damage.
that.
Hit the crit damage button.
Crit damage, right.
Crit specifically with an R.
Click!
Hit the slay button.
Click, bro!
We are trying to be on TikTok tonight, guys.
Click!
Click, she says. Click. Specifically.
And it's
CLI.
2d10 plus 4. So you
Should
got
I just roll one more d10?
Yeah, roll one more d10.
You roll double your hunter's mark.
So that's
Another 4.
18 plus
18. 4!
Another 4.
22.
You roll it 2 more times. I mean, one more. So you roll it twice. So you should roll one more d6.
Yeah, because even your hunter's mark is crit.
Oh, I thought that was my hunter's mark one.
Yeah,
It is, but you can
only
roll
rolled
again.
1d6. It should be 2d6.
Hunter's mark is
Because you crit.
Natural 6. Does she get to roll
Alright.
it again?
So
Does
that's
the
like what-
die explode and she gets to roll another dice?
28.
Monopoly?
No.
When she hit the first time, the Fey Gift of Spite procced, which means that its next attack has disadvantage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Oh god, I'm on 8 hit points. Fucking hell.
Let me know when it's the end of your turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. It's going to
Fortunately.
make an attack against you as one of its legendary actions with disadvantage.
Oh, you bitch.
Which is good because the first roll was a natural
Yes.
20. The second one is 22.
Oh.
Fuck's sake.
Can say, are we gonna get the 1 in 400 odds?
That's 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
She down.
I'm dead.
Oh, you're
11
dead.
points of force damage. You're not dead.
That's 22.
That's a very important
I'm
distinction
dead
to take
inside.
the difference.
Just
I'm
mostly
dead
dead.
inside.
By
I'm
all
dead inside.
by all technicality, those 2 rolls were also a 1 in 400 chance.
Well,
Yes,
the first roll is
type,
1
type.
in 20. The second roll is 1 in 400.
Math, everybody. Yeah. This creature just
Woo!
reaches out and just crushes your breastplate against your chest. You hear something crack, and Talia just
Oof.
goes down, crumbles to the ground.
Oh damn, we might have to kickstart her heart.
We
Whoa.
got to find a flower for it.
Yeah.
After I was the nice one. That's what I get for
So, yeah.
saving
It
dogs.
then
Never be
turns its
nice.
eyes towards Emelyne. It is now Renatus' turn.
That's me. Okay. So first things first, I'll bonus action summon my sword, so I can actually. Is this thing still in the air?
No, it just flew over.
Okay, so
it's still on the ground.
like
It does have a flying speed though.
Okay,
cool. Good to know. Okay, so perfect. That's only 25 feet. So wah, right there. And then I am going to use Booming Blade.
Okay.
Yeah, I will cast Booming Blade on this thing.
Boom, boom,
normal
blade.
attack.
Oh, what's that now? What's a 12 hit?
That jack shit apparently.
What does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. Well. Yeah, I'll save it. All right. That'll be it. And I'll do the wisdom save.
Oh yeah, your head exploded.
20. Dirty 20.
20 hits.
No, that was my wisdom save.
Oh, sorry. That passes.
Cool. All right, that's my turn.
All right, it is now
Is it-
Rosad's turn.
And this is something we have to roll every time. It's not one of those you pass and you're immune to the effect thing.
Correct.
Oof.
Wait, is it? Should it technically be at the beginning of the turn? You said.
You
Yes.
Oh,
you
my
keep
bad.
forgetting.
Oh, I got it next time.
It's 11. I assume it fails.
11 does fail. You're going to take 9 points of psychic damage.
Ow!
All right. Let me just input that. Cool. And Rosad will attack this thing with advantage due to the vex property of his daggers.
Forget you have bardic inspiration if you need it, but you probably won't because you're a rogue.
Let me roll that again because I forgot to. Okay, 26.
26 will hit.
All right. Which is 24 points of psychic damage. And he will attack once more at advantage due to the Vex property with his offhand. Which is a 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
For an additional 9 psychic damage.
All right.
All right, that'll be it.
All right. So it is now Emelyne's turn with Cram on deck.
All right, big damage incoming. Let's get a fire in there. Kidding. We're gonna do a magic missile. 3 of them all on that creature. Boom, boom,
All
bam.
work too, just fireball.
Blammo.
I thought about it, but
Talia wouldn't know.
not there yet. Quick thing here, analyzing. Do they just hit?
Magic
Immediately?
missile. Yeah.
Yeah.
You roll
Oh.
1 d4, add the modifier for it, and then multiply that by however many missiles you are casting, depending on the spell's level.
So it'd be 1d4 plus 6? 3 times?
Well, 1d4 plus 6 times 3. You're not rolling 3d4s. Or however many
Okay.
you get.
So I got a 9 when I rolled the 1d4 plus 6.
Okay. So multiply that by 3, so 27 points of force damage.
Mhm. Period. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and crawl up these rocks here. That'll be my turn. Then the spirit will come down here next to Naoki. And it will go ahead. Does it still have advantage from earlier, or is it straight rolls now? Yeah.
Sorry, one more time.
Does it have advantage still for these multi-attacks? Or
What determines it having advantage? You said it had advantage.
that's what I thought last time, because I rolled for the attacks twice. And there were only 2 attacks for the multi-attack.
Right, but you said that it had advantage when you summoned it, so that's why you had it.
Well, it doesn't have advantage now, then I assume. So,
Yeah.
I rolled a 16
16 will miss.
and a 9, which I assume also misses.
It does.
But that'll be its turn.
All right, it is now Graham's turn.
Okie dokie. I'm going to do a level 4 healing word on Talia. Here we go. Big heal. 25 healthy hit points.
Damn.
So that's my only level 4 slot. You're welcome. And my
Yeah.
bonus action. So as my regular action, I will do not that, because everyone's within a 5 feet radius. I'll just do a firebolt on it, which has advantage. So that's a 15.
15 will miss.
Then I'm going to keep running away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's my go.
All right, at the end of your turn, it is going to use its full flight speed to go over here without a provoking opportunity attack per its ability. And it is going to attack Emelyne. That is a natural 20.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
$29 points of damage.
Cool. Emelyne is down.
All right. It is now Valerie's turn.
Okay. How tall is this stone wall, by the way?
I would say it's about 10 feet up.
Okay.
Sure. That makes sense.
So with 25 feet of movement, can Valerie get to her, or would she be like stuck on the other side of the wall?
You only had 25 feet of movement.
Yeah, well, 30 feet.
So
Like,
without a climbing speed, that is double movement.
yeah, so I can't get up there. And I can't see Emelyne, right? I'm just trying to think if Valerie could make physical contact with Emelyne in this position if she got
You wouldn't
like
be able to, no.
Yeah, okay. 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 So going to get a little bit closer. But worried about the effect. And she can see Emelyne at least.
You can
From
see
here.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, gonna go with a yeah. Going to go with a 4th level healing word then. And it lets me do it. Valerie still looks nervous for reasons. So it's 27 hit points back.
Okay.
So that's 4th level spell back. I had lost that ability to do the other thing, but that's okay. And gonna hit it with a vicious mockery as well. So it's gonna need a DC 16 wisdom saving throw. As Valerie goes, your child was just a mongrel and
32.
that passes. So and it doesn't take any damage. And nothing happens. So Val's gonna, realizing she kind of played her trump card, gonna back away again. So, here we were trying to save your child, and now you're killing us. Let's continue.
All right. It's gonna make a bolt attack, a radiant strike attack against Talia with disadvantage because you're still on the ground. $16 to hit.
No. No. Ah.
All right, and misses.
I'm fucked.
Josh, I think Megan got replaced with a gremlin.
It happens
I'm
quite
so
a lot,
proud.
don't worry.
Whoa.
Ah.
Whoa.
All right, it is now Naoki's turn.
All right, he is going to move 25 feet. Oh, come on. Let me click it. I'm gonna assume this is like a little tiny incline thing.
I'm sorry.
Is this an incline? Can I step on this?
You can step on it, yeah.
Okay. And then he's going to point his umbrella towards the wolf for the wasp to attack it with another sting attack. Let's see if it hits.
So,
Oh,
what
that
is your
didn't work.
lost movement speed?
It is 50 feet flying.
Wow.
All right,
That's
so you
really
have to
good.
move your token over there. That's the green one. All right, and now you can have it do the attack.
Space. Do the natural way. 17 plus 4.
All right, that will hit.
21.
Right. So 4 plus 2 more damage of piercing, and then 3d6 poison. And I will get that for you in just a second. So 9 plus 6 is 14.
14. Okay.
Is it not 15 if it's 9 plus 6?
Oh, my brain's not working. Sorry.
Mm. All right.
And that's his turn.
It is now this creature's turn. You want your life spared? This creature will grab Emelyne by the hair and pick her up, holding her above. One life for one life.
All right, yeah, guys, that sounds pretty fair, right? Yeah.
What say you?
Ooh.
No. Not
Cool.
true.
Nah.
Very well. She will drop Emelyne. She'll fly over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
And she will use her palm attack against Valerie.
She can certainly try.
That will hit with a 29.
Will
Go
it?
ahead and go ahead and do your your thing.
Let's roll a d6. Sorry, I just need to see. You think I would know how to do this now? One of the duplicates is hit.
All right.
And
We'll
it's
make
destroyed.
another attack against you. This one is 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, I mean it still hits. So we'll do that again. And it hits another mirror.
You are slowly losing.
Oh, trust me, Valerie's going down even if you don't hit her right now. Unless I pass that wisdom saving throw. Oh, but I don't have disadvantage. Anyways.
With that,
Valerie's like panting, anger in her eyes as this thing has managed to hit two variants. Only two versions of her remain. One is a duplicate.
it is now Talia's turn as it missed both of its attacks. Talia, take it away.
Oh my god, I was muted. Damn. Oops. I am going to recast my Hunter's Mark since I was down and have to redo that. And then, because I'm so far away, it is longbow time. Oh, I've just whispered it to you. I got a 15. So I'm guessing that one does not hit. So, try again, hopefully. 20. Oh! 29, and it was a natural 20.
Okay.
Do it. 2d8, so I got 16 for my crit damage. And then 2d6 for my Hunter's Mark. 6, so 22 damage.
Again, exact same crit damage as last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still better than a Casmir Fireball.
Nice. And then I'm just going to end my turn with moving a bit closer. There we go.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's gonna make another palm attack against Valerie.
Oopsie, did it again.
As this happens, it is going to say, "She took someone I loved. I will take someone she loves." 30 to hit.
That hits. If it's more than 6, you don't need to let me know unless double 41. Plus 6.
You go down.
Yeah. Gives a look of indignation, and as she falls, striking true, the second mirror image stands there for a moment and shatters into nothing as she loses concentration.
All right. It is now Renaz's turn.
All right. How close do you have to be to this thing?
30 feet.
30 feet? Perfect.
Did we actually establish that, or is that just the first we've heard?
That's the first you've heard. I've just got tired of you
Okay.
guys.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So then in that case, I will move here. I think that's enough. Yeah, perfect. And then I will bonus action summon my Echo. Right. Chow. Nope, not right there. Right there. 15 feet? Yeah, 15 feet. All right. Then I will command it to move 20 feet right next to the thing. And I will attack from my Echo's position.
Go ahead.
I don't have my chat. Oh, that's an at 20.
Go ahead.
Oh, I did it one-handed though. Damn it. That's fine. So then that's going to be another 1d8. For 13 total.
13 total? Did
Yep.
you roll 2d? Okay. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Okay.
Let's see. Nope, I don't have enough. Never mind. I don't have enough to do anything else. Okay, yeah, that will be my turn.
All right. I'm going to make another palm attack against Valerie.
Is an auto hit?
We'll start to roll to hit and then with advantage. And then if it hits, it's auto crit. So that's
It is.
Fails on your death save.
Yeah. Oh well, and sure, trust me, it's my armor class is not that hard to hit. What's your plus on your character there? Your baddie there, Michael?
I'm sorry?
What's your plus to hit on this character? On this baddie?
It's high.
Yeah. It's probably a hit.
No, it hits.
Yeah. Yeah. How much you roll?
27.
Yeah. Yeah, that's almost double my armor class, so yeah. Okay. This is fine. We're all
It is
fine.
now Rosad's turn.
All right, Rosad will use his bonus action to dash and get right up in its face, and he will attack with his psychic blade. That's a 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
And I'm going to do something silly. I'm going to use Cunning Strike Withdraw. So I'm going to sacrifice one die of my sneak attack real quick. So I'll roll the damage. That's going to be 8 plus... What is that? 5 for damage right there. So nice 13. Or, excuse me, that gets another d6. I forgot what level we were. So, that's 15 points of psychic damage total. And Rosad gets to move a silly amount of distance really quick. Hold on. Yeah, I get to move 15 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Folks, man.
And that will be my turn.
So what was the total amount of damage there?
15. Psychic.
At the end of Rosad's turn. This creature will pick up Valerie from behind, the back of their neck. And do a silly little thing.
Kalima. Kalima. If anyone gets that reference.
Valerie, what are your last words?
Make it worth it. I'm sorry, Emelyne. I couldn't make you happier.
And with those words, a bladed hand pierces through the back of Valerie and through her chest. Her eyes go lifeless.
Her skin turns pale and gray, and her skin shifts into her natural form. Sorry. That's part of the description.
It's now Emilyne's turn.
All right, so let's go ahead and do a fireball on the creature because nothing matters. Major W. What? It needs to make a dexterity throw. Or say it for whatever. Is
12.
fucking 29. Put me in the ball. Put me in the ball.
With a wail, Emelyne launches this fireball towards this creature. The flame engulfs and then fades. It doesn't do quite as much damage as you would hope, as it's standing there above Valerie's corpse. Anything else for your turn?
No. That's it.
It's now Graham's turn.
Okay. Fucking hell. I'm going to use my bonus action for 6 sorcery points to gain my level 4 spell slot back. 1, 2, 6. And then I'm going to use that 4th level to cast Vitriolic Sphere just on it. Oh, I'm going to roll my Wisdom save first, because I need to do that. And it's a minus a d4. I think that fails anyway. I got a 14 for that thing.
Yeah.
If you want to do the damage for that first.
10.
10, lovely. Oh, just healed 1 by accident. Damage, 10. Right, okay. And then I'm going to do all that, cast Vitriolic Sphere on top of it. Please, if it could do a dex save, DC is 17.
13.
Does it have advantage on this? It fails anyway, don't matter, ignore me. So it's going to take 10 d4 damage. Here we go. 24 damage of acid. If it's resistant, it's not because of my... Oh wait, is anything once? I lie. It's 26 damage because of elemental adapt acid. The 1s turn into 2s, and if it's resistance, it ignores the resistance. On its next turn, it's going to take... On the end of its next turn, it's going to take another 5d4 acid damage.
Okay.
Fuck, what the hell? And then... Bonus action... What the hell where do I go? I was running away and now it's right next to me. What's this rock looking like? Can I climb up this rock?
Looking like a rock.
Yeah, you
There's a
can
big rock next to me.
It's about 30 feet tall. So you're full
Okay.
movement to get up.
There's a
Yeah,
thing
okay, I'm
on
gonna climb
top.
up
You can
on-
smell what the rock is cooking.
I'm gonna jump on top of this rock and then end my turn up here.
I can't give it D4 psychic damage anymore. So
I
that's,
know.
That's what I was saying. I was like, he's dead.
Okay.
He
At
gets
the
for rain.
end of your turn, this creature will fly over here and begin to raise its hand. And as it begins to strike down towards Talia, something will
Fucking
catch
it.
its wrist. Another creature, humanoid in shape. Yeah, animalistic. Sister, you should not attack anymore. The payment has been made.
I still feel the need to stab this bitch.
The creature who you came across that was when the bear was attacking the stag. A tear falls from its eye. It has been paid. Let us go. The coyote, animal lord, snarls, and they both, in a flash of light, disappear from the battlefield. And that will end initiative.
What an absolute bitch.
Emelyne is just, she's going to run from her place on top of the hill down to Valerie's body and cast Gentle Repose and sit with it.
I would like to go give Emelyne a hug, please.
Do not fucking touch me.
A hug. We're supporting you.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Naoki walks over with tears in his eyes and just lays a singular rose on her chest.
At this point, Emelyne's just kind of like patting her hands over the body and like trying to find something. There's obviously nothing.
You know, watching it unfold in front of him, Rosad kind of stands there. His left eye with the cross through it is glowing a little bit brighter than usual, and he grips the symbol of Revelor between his fingertips. But he watches expressionless.
Revelor will kneel on the other side of Valerie's body.
Maybe Renatus.
Sorry, god damn it.
I put the name in his mind.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one who does it.
Get out of my head! Get out of my head! Get out! Anyway.
Revelor came down, broke
Yep.
the barrier just to visit my character.
Oh,
after
that's
his
a
death.
that's a shitey situation, ain't it? Anyway, Renatus will kneel on the other side of Valerie's body and softly start speaking to Emelyne. You must say your final words to her.
You're not gonna do nothing. Don't fucking touch her. I don't have to say shit. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it.
Emelyne,
I'm going to fix it. And we're gonna fix it. Emily's just like crumpled over the body at this point. We should have to go to the obelisk and we have to do our things. And we can find her.
Emelyne, that is still a 2-day journey, and there's no telling what we'll be facing against this obelisk. Her body would not make the journey. The best we can do for her now is properly
I
put
will
her to
bury
rest.
her here. I will bury her here.
I will leave it to you then to decide what to do, but a decision must be made.
I've already made my decision. We'll keep going. I just need s- And Emma's just gonna sit there probably for an hour.
After the time passes, Rosad will grab from the back of Shelby a large tarp to help Emelyne store Valerie on the back of her schnoggle, if she would allow.
Yes.
We should get moving.
It's probably a
Let's
good
go.
idea too.
What time is it, DM?
It is about early afternoon. It's about noon at this point. As you guys, well, no, sorry, you guys started to take a rest after mid-afternoon, right? Against this wall. So you can go ahead and count this as a short rest. This time that you spend with Valerie's body. And it's going into the early evening at this point.
Okay. Let me see. Wait, did I actually use any? Never mind. No, it doesn't even matter to me.
So you take your time with Valerie's body, you wrap it up in this tarp respectfully and load it on the back of your schnoggle. What would you like to do?
Emelyne is just going to sit on her snuggle and just sit there. So
Talia,
I'd have to
can
get
you?
going.
Yeah.
Rosad will take the lead of Emelyne's schnoggle and tie it to the horn on the back of the saddle of Shelby, so that it'll just follow him.
In which direction is the party headed?
Yes, east.
are we still going northeast?
Yeah, we're
Towards,
going
Well, you
towards
have two
where we
directions
marched.
so you have two directions that you were given. One was to head in the direction that you were told by Renatus's goddess, Grotrea. Which, if you remember Renatus, how long did she tell you?
She said head east, and in 2 days' time, the temple.
full moon.
Yeah, the full moon. And the temple will appear.
Oh,
And then there's also the obelisk, because you have 2 weeks still to the north. So which direction are you headed? And then also around that, the lake at the head of the Relamore River is the Druid tribe. Just reminding you there, it's in that same area. Well, in the same area that you're currently in, but not the same area as Alba. Still like quite far away as far as the map goes on foot. But those are all the 3 areas of interest that you currently have. So, party. Which way are you headed?
Which is closest?
We have less of a time constraint on whatever Renatus's God has told us to do. Or we have more of a time constraint. I mean, we should probably head that way.
So we head that way, and then after that, the obelisk.
I guess so.
Does everyone agree?
Sounds good.
Yes.
We'll head that way. East, did you say?
Yes.
The party begins to head east with the setting sun on your backs. And that is where we're going to take our mid-session break. So everybody, if you're just now joining us,
Wow. Oh my God. It's like I haven't been talking for 10 minutes. Super strange. But if you want to find out why that is, you would have to go back and listen to our lovely voices on all the podcast networks. If you want to see what happens if you missed it, we do release the live play of this on the YouTubes every Monday. And you know, if you want to catch this live from the start and figure out the sequence of events that led to me having a gray shadowed out picture and not talking leading into this wonderful bit, we do this every week at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We do the stream on the Twitch, the TikToks, YouTubes. I think that's it for now for live streaming. But do we put it on Facebook still or no?
we do put it on Facebook.
Yeah, we put it on We put it on Meta's Facebook. Which I'm not promoting. But yeah, lovely things happen. We're fun, and we play other games. Also, we have a Minecraft server, and you'll sometimes play that, and you can join us. But yeah, D&D. So enjoy this break with all these lovely pictures and arts and videos that we made for you. Sorry I took your bit. I've been like cooped up here, sitting behind my muted mic, trying to like, I gotta have some energy. Okay, I'm done. I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's fine. How are you?
We'll find out in about 15-20 minutes after we take this time to refresh ourselves and get a few drinks, snacks, etc. So we'll be back, everybody. And welcome back, everyone. So where we last left off, Valerie's dead. And the party is traveling on their 2-day journey to the temple.
I'm done.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I could do that for the rest of the session.
Yes. Yes.
I'm dead.
No, let's not do that. The temple before the rise of the second moon, which will be full, for a visitor to come speak to the party. You're traveling as the sun falls and night comes here in the Badlands. What would you like to do?
Spooky.
Should we keep going? It's getting dark.
We have to travel when it's dark. That's the whole point.
We'll just keep going then, I guess.
Yeah.
Any snakes, do you have?
Oh.
Make a perception check. You have
We'll
dark
have his
vision
die hard.
No.
with
Don't step
disadvantage.
on snakes.
Okay. A 7.
You do not see any snakes.
No
That's all
snackies.
right. It's a good thing I'm on the shovel.
You could just kick him with your boots anyway, if there were any.
They got me last.
So the party is traveling. Can I get a marching order, please?
Roside's at the front unless anybody, disagrees.
That's
I'll
fine.
take third.
I'll go second.
I'll be behind Rosetta. Oh, okay, I'll be fourth then.
Emelyne
Valerie's
will be
dead
in the
last.
middle. She's in the middle. She's in the middle. She's alive.
Oh wait, no, Michael, what have you done? I just realized Guy has
Infinite
unstoppable
possibilities.
he has infinite possibilities.
He's probably noting all of it so that my new character will die instantly from built-up psychic damage.
Somatic casting, but invisible to her companions.
Wiggle them dogs. The cast mage hand. Okay.
Twinkle
Alright,
toes out here.
so the party is traveling. Rosette
Question:
offers-
while we
yeah.
travel, can I change? Oh, like can I switch over my prepared spells while we travel, or is that only something I can do?
It has to be done during a long rest,
Okay, that's fine.
unless you have some sort of feature that allows you to do it during a short rest, which I don't know if one exists.
I don't have it. If it does, so
All right. So, as the party travels, who's taking first watch?
Cram can. Because you don't need to sleep anyway. Well, not properly.
The dead never rest.
Anybody gonna take watch with Cram?
I can take the first two, and then I'll just do my meditation the last one.
All right. If there's anything that you two would like to say to each other, now's the time.
Cram will kind of slump down next to Renatus and start speaking. I know you traveled with her a while. I'm sorry for your loss.
Appreciate it.
You mentioned that the rivers stop running for the souls, but if we turn off the obelisk, can we bring her back? Do you know?
Unfortunately, Griftria did not tell me whether or not that was possible.
Hmm.
In fact, she might not even know, since both her and Ilna have lost as much power as they already have. There's no telling how long it would even take to bring her back.
So what about Diablo's soul? Is that gone as well?
I'm afraid so. Well, hang on. Actually, DM
Would
would.
died before the obelisk was activated.
Okay, so Diablo should have been fine then?
Hmm?
And in truth, your characters don't know.
Okay,
You
fair.
don't know the state of Diablo, so you haven't tried to resurrect him.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't be certain for Diablo either.
I feel like if Emelyne, he's whispering this at this point, if Emelyne asks, we should try to keep her hopes up that we can bring her back. And I'm not sure telling her the truth would be for the best at this moment in time.
Unfortunately. If he does not come to terms with the truth, that there might not be a chance to bring her back unless we succeed in our mission. There's no telling how reckless she may be.
Yes, that is a concern. I do not wish to be the one to tell her this. I fear she might lash out.
I don't think telling her is going to be the issue. I think it's going to be convincing her. I've already tried to tell her, but she didn't want to hear any of it.
I mean, the wound is still fresh. There might be some sense after a long rest.
Perhaps. I guess we can only hope.
Yeah.
For the longer she decides to not come to terms, does not properly grieve, so I'm going to make it that much harder.
Passes where it's time to wake up the final members of the watch. And who will that be?
Be me.
I guess Rosado will wake up as well.
Naoki, Rosad, and Emelyne. Take it away.
So immediately, Emelyne raises her hat and she has her mage hand go ahead and light for her. And she takes Valerie's body down from her snuggle. And then she goes ahead and spends some time transferring over her spell, one of her spells. So she'll go ahead and prepare to speak to Dad. She'll spend some time doing that.
Yuki kind of just scribing away, and he just kind of corpse.
Holding up.
What?
How you holding up?
I'm fine. I'm trying to remain as clear-headed as I can to find a solution. The easiest way to locate her. How are you?
You need a sip.
I'm fine.
You want a sip, Emelyne? He hands her like a little bit of his gourd. It's fresh.
What is it?
I'm sure you can guess.
Yes. She'll only take a sip though, and then she gets back to writing.
You said purple, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
What's her second favorite?
Rosad, can I get a perception check, please?
A perception
+5.
check, you say? You said +5?
Yes.
Oh, from the Moonlight Shadow thing?
Yep.
Cool. That's an 8, which means by default it's a 17 +5, so 22.
Okay. So as Emelyne is sitting here writing in her book, with her back turned to you, just for a brief moment, you feel as if there is this aura coming off of her body that is red. You watch as from around her, worms or centipedes begin to rise up from the ground and scatter away from her. Whispers begin to happen in your mind, and just for the brief moment this happens, and then your vision clears.
He just shakes his head and, focuses himself. This place is getting to me right now.
You need to sit down.
I'll be fine. We'll get that obelisk shut down in no time.
Naoki,
Yes.
what was that creature?
It was a spirit of the earth.
Make a nature check for me, Naoki.
17.
17. So, as I read this, Naoki it's me as Naoki telling you. So that creature was known as an animal lord, also known as an immortal regent of the wild. They are the immortal spirits of legendary animals, and they serve as the divine protectors of animals of their kind. They appear as hybrids of humanoids and animals they defend. While most animal lords make their homes in the beastlands, of the wildlands, they can exist in other planes of existence. They take great offense to an animal under their protection being harmed or injured that goes against the natural order of things. And that is all he's able to recall from his teachings.
You don't know how I can kill one? Do I just
don't know how to-
force?
I don't think it'd be that easy. Maybe you could ask my teacher, Solkifli.
Maybe.
I'm sure he's probably seen a thing or two in his days.
We'll see. Thank you for your insight.
Welcome, dear.
Is Speak with Dead ready?
The watch is over.
Rosette will go and wake other people up.
While he does that, Emelyne is Emelyne is like huddled into this corner against the rock face with Valerie's body laying on the tarp, and she's pressing her hands against Valerie's shoulders as she begins the ritual for Speak with Dead.
As the words of the ritual are spoken and the rites are performed, whispers from beyond the fold begin to grow and crescendo. Wind begins to blow as this green energy begins to coalesce around Emelyne and Valerie. And a disembodied voice rings out. You may ask your 3 questions.
Where are you right now?
is just darkness. I'm afraid.
The voice is disembodied and seems to not be coming through well. But essentially, the voice communicates. Although it is. Are gonna go?
It is dark. Is it gonna go? Sorry? No? Okay. It has decided this. Okay. We'll try this normally. Okay. It's dark. I don't know, I'm afraid. It's just dark.
What do you last remember?
I remember looking at you and being sad that I couldn't protect you anymore. That I was going to die and this time I wouldn't come back.
I don't have a final question. I'll find you. Just hold on.
That's where the fundamental problem with speak to the dead works.
What do you mean?
Without,
Oh.
Gonna leave her hanging.
without a third question, you lose focus on the spell. And the light fades. But then a new energy begins to glow from Valerie's body. Her eyes go from green to red. So much suffering, anguish, pain. Hello again, Emelyne. How are you?
What was that?
Maggots begin to rise from the soil and begin to crawl towards Valerie's body.
Emelyne's going to pick up Valerie's body and hold it in like the, you know.
A mark
Insane.
begins to glow on the side of her neck. Unreadable, shifting and turning. I see that my disciple has faded from this world.
Have you come to reclaim? I don't understand. I beg you not to. Give me 7 more days.
You have a choice to make.
I can save her, but must allow the barrier to be broken.
she will be returned to you.
My mark will guarantee it.
She died from your
course.
mistake.
From your rash decision. It's only fair that you do it. Right the wrong.
One mistake. Right the wrong.
I believe it. I would do anything for her, but she wouldn't want this. Would she? Is I don't. Is there another deal that we could strike? I don't.
No
Breaking the
deal.
barrier.
Only decisions.
You killed her, Emelyne.
You are responsible for her death.
She died protecting you. What do you want, Emelyne?
Is there anything I need to do to help you break this barrier? What do I need to
Allow
do?
the souls to be used.
Listen to the souls and the disciples of Mordecai.
Then I agree. It will help you.
Good. Good. We will talk later. Very soon. The comet comes.
And the light will fade.
Okay.
And just so everybody knows, this was not in her head.
So what the fuck was that?
That is with the comment. She's going to lay Valerie back down once the maggots are dispersed enough. What are you? She's just gonna look at you, and she's just gonna she's looking through you right now. It's passing. She's looking at whatever is behind you, the wall, the sky. We have to make sure that, and then we must, and then she just can't seem to find a solid train of thought to follow right now. Like her mind is filled with worms. Swiss brain bitch.
Let's just get going.
Mm. She'll pack up and hop on top of the shovel, of which is still unnamed.
With the moon beginning to rise, through its light in the distance, you see the ruins of pillars begin to take form.
It's gotta be it.
This is the place, right?
To be.
It is.
It has to be. I'm gonna look around and see if there's anybody waiting outside of it for us.
There's not.
Is it a full moon?
It is, as this is the second night.
Just making sure.
There's a staircase that leads up on top of this hill, basically. It wraps around the mesa.
Renata's just gonna start climbing the stairs.
Yep, I guess we know where we're going.
Do the schnoggles fit up the stairs? How big are these stairs?
They force you to walk single file as people. You won't be able to take your mounts up.
Okay.
Don't forget to mark your character sheets for a long rest.
For the longest rest of all. The wrong, peaceful rest of the dead.
Taking a rest the long way.
The long way around. I love that eerie voice from that entity. It's such a good mod.
Oh, it's just me switching pitch back and forth. I'm literally turning a dial.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but it works real well. It's a great effect. Yeah.
So the party begins to walk up the staircase, rounding the mesa as the moon begins to rise high in the sky. At the top, you find stones of white, creating this almost cobblestone path leading forward.
Are there any sounds nearby? Maybe from a camp where people are talking, or maybe where people are also traveling?
There's not. On up ahead at the dais of this temple are two pillars. One is made of some sort of onyx and it's shattered but floating in place. The other one is made of quartz. It has a white hum. What would you like to do?
You said it's just the pillars?
Mm-hmm. Next to each other.
Is there space between them?
There is.
Are they in like a courtyard or circular?
Near the top
or
of the
ring?
mesa, and there's this random white cobblestone path.
Two. Okay.
And in between the cobblestone is like this regular, almost as if there's like cracks within a volcano. It's red, it's glowing, like it's hot. There's a little bit of like steam rising, a little bit of a sulfuric smell.
I'd like to approach the one on the left, the white one, the one that isn't smelling sulfurically. And I would like to touch it to cast Identify.
Yeah. There won't be a need for that.
Who's that? Hello?
Standing behind the party is a man. His skin is cracked with a bright red hot coal glowing beneath. His eyes are red with one broken horn and two leather-like wings spread from his body. At his waist is a rapier. And as you listen and put your ear towards the sound, you hear music coming from it. This figure is brimming with power. His features exaggerated from the godly like power that he gained from the flame of creation. Hello, Seekers.
Excuse me.
Us?
Force of habit. Veiled Vanguard.
And who are we honored by today?
My name
Mm-hmm.
is Casmir.
Wait, ain't you a god?
I am, though I was once mortal.
You're not supposed to be here. You stopped the gods interfering with this place. That's what I've been told. How? Why? Why are you here?
I am not fully here. I am more so an echo of myself. Special conditions brought me here to speak to you, and we do not have much time.
What do you need from us?
The edicts that I put in place was done so because I saw a world ravaged by the decision of greater beings for their own selfish needs. It was my one and first act using the greatest amount of my power. The decision resulted in my friend's wife dying, and many others, but I believe it saved a greater number from the retribution of the gods who wish to claim the flame of creation as their own. I believe it is the choices of heroes that should shape our world. And that is why you have been called here.
Casmir, I must ask, what do you know of the Connor? What does he know of the comet? The god-ending comet?
I do not know of this cosmic event. We may be divine in power, but are not omniscient.
Well, if I may approach, I have it recorded here. It's in my notebook. It's a prophecy that was told to us through a mysterious jade mat.
Please.
And she'll do so. She'll approach and open her notebook and kind of hand it over to him, open on the page with the prophecy. It speaks of the veil being torn, of which I believe is the veil that you enacted. Forgive me if I'm mistaken.
From my own experience, prophecies are often misleading. They can say one thing that seems clear in their meaning, but I do not know.
Would you say that if one was offered the opportunity to break the barrier, break the veil, should they deny?
I cannot say with certain that my decision to exclude gods from this world was without error. Something that my companions and I faced was the choice between right and wrong was not always clear. The reason why you have been selected to come here is because of the decision of a being more powerful than you has directed you to come here. When I enacted the edicts, I set up a series of trials for mortal adventurers to prove themselves as heroes, and thus gain the ability to protect the world that they hold so precious to them, to make the decisions that they seem right. In fact, the gateway to one stands before you today.
A trial?
He gestures to the two obelisks.
We don't have the key, though.
They do not all require keys. Simply the place at the right time.
Are the pillars spinning at all? Are they moving? Are they active? Especially the one that's floating.
You watch as the moon continues to rise, that between the top and bottoms of the pillars, like these energy like cracks begin to form, and like there's a sphere in the middle that connects the four of them that continues to glow brighter. I must warn you, if you choose to proceed, you can lose your life. But it is up to you.
Emelyne will just look at the rest of the party.
And you said these trials have the potential to make us better at being heroes?
Or villains, if you so chose. I myself did not act without sin in my mortal life.
You know, looks everybody. Those people that we're gonna run into, they're still pretty strong. If we can go through this and get any sort of edge, I think it might be worth it. Because if we lose, we're dead either way.
What's another death?
How long will the trial take, do you think? Days? Weeks?
For this time, Casmir remains silent.
Never happened before.
First time for everything.
Da-da-da-da-da.
I don't like that you're silent for that question.
I'm supportive. I think we should go through these trials as Rosad suggests. We could get stronger and have more to work with and rain terror on our enemies.
I like the thinking. I think we should do it too.
I agree.
Renatus.
What other choice do we have?
I mean, we're already here. Might as well.
Guess that settles it. We'll go through your trial.
Before you proceed, I must tell you, gods, demons, blessings, curses, what is good and what is evil is subjective to the person witnessing it. It is the small choices that we make every day that shape our world into the image we want it to be. You will meet an echo of mine at each trial site when you come to it. I wish you luck on your journey.
Thank you.
He just nods.
The gateway
Well.
opens.
How long do we think we'll be?
I got no fucking clue.
Let's show this trial a thing or three of the Veiled Vanguard.
Yeah,
I think of 3.
great enthusiasm. I suggest you folks limber up. I don't know what this trial is. Rosado will start to just stretch.
And
Does,
then we'll watch the moon as it slowly moves.
Does actually seeing Casmir like joggle some kind of memory in for Renatus?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Okay. So just realized I haven't checked on his background in a while.
Is that wrinkling your brain?
A wrinkled brain is a healthy brain. Just ask koalas.
Drop theirs.
Does Casmir...
Cram's gonna walk through. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just was wondering.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna walk through the pole. I'm gonna go.
Okay. We're going.
That is the first conversation Casmir has gone through in forever where he didn't talk about the fact he used to be undead, by the way. Like, I'm really impressed by him.
By the way, I used to be undead.
There it is.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, this is a secret.
Oh, wait,
just
I'm
gonna
not
tell,
undead.
hey, random person, did you know I'm undead? Cool. Being undead's a problem here? Well, that's fine. I'm not really undead. I'm just
Mostly
kinda-
undead.
Mostly undead. You know, like, I smell undead, you know? That's why I'm wearing the perfume. It's okay. Oh, my finger fell off? That's okay. I'll put it back on.
So he's still there. Got it. He's still
Yeah.
yapping as we
He's
go
still-
through the portal.
Yeah. Jokes.
Yeah, should probably follow him. Emelyne, stretch your fingers or something. I don't know what you eggheads do to get ready.
I
Are
can
you guys
show
leaving
you.
Valerie's body outside, I assume?
Yeah, I cast a gentle repose on it, so it should be good for 10 days,
Okay.
and then it should be good for another. Depending on there's the sun, lack of humidity, lots of factors, but you can start rotting for another
There's
2
house
weeks.
cats nearby.
If
Hey.
you want her to limber up, I'm pretty sure she's pretty limp right now.
Plus, she's in a tart, so it's not like the sun will be beating down directly on her, so she should rot as fast. So I should be back in time, just in
But
case.
gentle repose is good.
Wonderful deductions.
Otherwise, she's gonna turn into like one of those pigs that they bury in the ground when they cook it.
You're gonna come out and the schnoggles got hungry and they're just gonna have eaten her body.
All right,
Right.
we walk through.
Alright.
It's fun
So at
anymore.
least wait until they're starving before they eat it. But a house cat right away.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So as
I'll
you
walk
all
through.
walk through the gateway,
What happens next?
your vision goes white as you cover your eyes for a brief moment. And you are met with the sound of animals, humidity,
I think we need to bring Val in here.
very dense plant life. And mud. You are in a very dense jungle.
Right, not exactly what I imagined a God's trial to look like, but
I wonder if the trials could be based on his own challenges. Does anyone know of anything that he's done in his mortal life?
not a clue.
I
Likewise.
read books, but Emelyne will do some thinking. Is it possible to make a history check on this, or should I just give it my best bet?
Make a
My
history
best
check.
guess?
It's like a Pooh Bear thinking. Think, think, think. Think, think, think. Think, think,
There's a
think.
religion one, right? 8.
You cannot recall much from the mortal life of Casmir the Grey.
We did a lot of things, like traveling like this and starving.
Abandoned horses a bunch.
Mhm.
Right, so maybe he traveled through a jungle. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Do I recognize any of the plants here?
Make a nature check.
Yep, that one's a tree. That's a bush. That's a rose.
Yep, that sounds about right based on that roll.
So Naoki looks around and goes, "Oh, there's a lot of plants here. I'm going to point out a few to you. There's one. There's one.
For fuck's sake.
There's one.
And then he druid crafts one in his hand.
Here's one.
Talia,
Can I-
what do you think?
Let's roll something else, guys. Let's keep this train going.
Can I have a look around to see if there's any tracks of any animals, or like, can I just look around to see if there's anything obvious that's like, go here, like a big pointy beacon or some?
Oh,
So are you looking for a pointy beacon or are you looking for animal tracks? Because those are two different tracks.
Both are a disadvantage anyway, so it doesn't really matter because I've got one eye. I'm gonna look for tracks, animal tracks.
Survival, please.
Maybe that's not with disadvantage then,
It would be disadvantage, yeah.
because my one eye. That's really cool and epic.
Five,
oh,
yeah.
5. For fuck's sake.
No tracks.
Oh my god.
We're screwed.
You're surrounded by dense jungle and this very hot and humid environment, you are immediately sweating and your clothes stick to you as they become
Well,
drenched in
ew.
sweat.
No, I'm not. I'm a robot. I'm not doing any of that.
I'm gonna give you
Take
some
my
sort of
clothes off.
exotic wood disease if you keep talking.
I'm immune to being diseased.
Black mold. He's gonna catch. Black
Actually, it's just
Are
mold.
you-
poison. I lie.
But are you immune to termites?
Probably not. You can kill Cram. It's fine. He'd feel a rest here.
Is there any way I
Happy
can look
place.
to see if there's just anything like sort of out of the ordinary? Like something that doesn't look like it should be in a sort of jungle.
Make an investigation check.
Fuck. 7.
What is happening?
This is
I was hoping it'd be like nature because I've got like a +6 and everything on it.
Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't nature.
I can't see shit, can I?
It's going well.
Well,
I can't see.
Do you still have Biddy?
I presume Biddy just follows me.
Biddy is
Forever.
in a tiny collapsed sphere. And
This
has
is my
to
pocket
have,
away for days.
He's pocket size right now, so you have to like hit a button on him, and he'll be able to come out.
Perhaps he could help us here.
Sure. Boop. I choose you, Biddy.
Stick him in the mud.
Biddy, Biddy.
Hello, Ambassador.
Hello, Biddy. We've got a task.
We are in a jungle.
We are in a jungle. Congratulations. Find the way, Biddy, and you'll be given one new upgrade.
Scanning. Scanning.
I do not have a scanner.
Oh my god.
All right, so Biddy is not useful in this situation specifically. Not that he's not useful, but in this specific situation.
Maybe he could. Does Biddy have arms?
I got 2 of them.
Can I put a dagger in one of his mechanical hands and like tie it with a rope and make sure it's really fastened? This way you can start slicing the vegetation.
Biddy has a wheel, right?
Yes.
For like instead of legs.
It's like a monster truck wheel. It works on mud.
Okay.
Broken.
Got them
Any
treads.
terrain. Any terrain is fine for him.
I am multi-terrain.
Yeah, you are, Biddy.
Go for it, Biddy. Try to cut down some of the vegetation. Make way.
Are you trying to
Please.
control me?
It would be really cool if I'm not doing this right now.
Hey, Biddy, how about we both do it? This isn't a control. This is a request.
Very well.
Okay. Rosado will pull out his short sword and he'll lead the way with Biddy. Try to look for anything of note.
Sure, I'll go ahead and roll the checks for Biddy. Oh, look at that, 21.
Finally.
It appears as if there is a structure through this vegetation.
Yeah, thanks, Biddy. Let's go.
The party begins to venture forward, and as you go through a small amount of vegetation through this like jungle wall, there is a very large pyramid-like structure in the middle of this jungle. Very short walk. You just had to walk 10 feet through the vegetation that was obscuring your vision. It would have been there.
Yep. Sounds like a typical D&D party doing things the hard way.
Ambassador, I have detected an enemy of mine.
Who? I thought you didn't have a scanner.
Stairs.
How have you? Oh, fair enough. I'll pokeball him back up. Take the dagger off first.
He'll collapse. And that's his use for the day. Like, you only do that once a day.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Oops.
We
Is
totally
there-
missed the sign that said ziggurat this way.
Is there an obvious entrance into this structure? Or
Yes.
is it overcome with
Those
vegetation?
stairs. Oh, there's
Just
a lot of
making
vegetation. There's a
sure.
lot of vines and stuff that have grown up on this temple. It appears to be like half sunk in mud. That's about it.
Emily's just gonna start marching. She's gonna start heading towards it.
Yep. So Rosad next to her.
She will be watching her step though, trying to peer for maybe any glints or loose steps or anything of the sort. But she's on a mission.
Yes, I'm following.
Let's go.
Very
When she's on a mission, there's no stopping her.
As you make it to the top of this pyramid-like structure and peer to the depths before you, what happens next will be a story for another time. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. Yes, it is. So everybody, we'll see you here next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/Lich Souls for our next session of Prestige Encounters, as we continue on with our story. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. We lost someone today, and it was done the right way. When your party actually gets upset, like the players are upset that your character's gone, you know you did your character right. With that, I'm gonna pass it on over to Jeremiah, who plays Rosad.
Yeah. Holy shit. Crazy session. I guess moral of the story: don't stomp on desert puppies, and you won't die. But yeah, I mean, we lost Val. Very, very sad day. As far as we know, we cannot bring her back, at least maybe until after the obelisks are deactivated. I don't know if it's like every soul is destroyed, or it's just kind of like everybody's waiting in like limbo right now. Who knows? But yeah, we met Casmir, which is that our first player god interaction in the campaign?
Direct interaction, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And we accepted one of his trials. Hopefully it'll beef us up or something like that. I don't exactly know how this works. I don't even know what the trial is. So
At the end, that's all.
Where are we?
so yeah, can't wait to see what's happening next session next week. And with that, I'll pass it over to Quentin, aka Renatus.
Hey, that's me. Yeah. Great session all around. It is unfortunate to lose Val, but here's hoping that we can one day bring her back. Yeah, I guess that just leaves Renatus from the OG crew left. So he has to live up to the name of the Veiled Vanguard now. But yeah, I ain't got much. I can't wait to see what this whole trial situation is with Casmir and everything. But yeah. So as always, thank you to everyone who was chatting up in chat tonight. Thank you to all of our wonderful players for bringing this amazing story to life. And speaking of amazing stories, thank you to our wonderful DM Michael for putting it together for us, bringing us here together each and every week that we can. Yeah, that's all I got. So, Guy,
Hey, how's it going? I'm Casmir. I am definitely a god now, and it was really nice for me to appear. So things you need to know about me. I've got horns. I like to talk about being undead, and I didn't trust people with power. Anyways, that was fun. It was interesting seeing my character come back at me and be voiced by someone else. He seems much more competent now that he's a god, which is good. So, a little less chatty. I'm definitely avoiding the fact that my character died. I'm gonna say I look forward to seeing what happens next, but despite the fact that Valerie went the way that she kind of was fated to go, based on what the Weirfell said, it's still, rough to lose a character so suddenly. But that's the nature of Dungeons and Dragons, and there has to be fear and there has to be pain, so that you can move past it. And I'm gonna say, so till I come back again in some form, it's gonna be a lot quieter around here, and that's good. But it was lovely playing with you all. I really appreciate the wonderful roleplay from Chloe tonight, especially after that moment. I know some of that was like real, but like it's very raw, and yeah, I really appreciate that. So my goofiness ended, and now my sad face. I'm gonna pass it on to Josh before I make myself too sad. But it was wonderful. Thank you. For that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
My bad, dog.
Yes.
My bad. No, carry on.
You're good.
If you want to finish.
You're good.
Okay.
I passed it on to you. I can't take it back. The
Okay.
column is yours.
Thank you. Wow, what a session. I don't like coyote things that are not a coyote. I don't know what it was. An evil spirit. It's definitely evil. I don't care if it's supposed to be good. It's evil. Yeah. Relentless is like me now. Both his friends are gone. At least he can still remember his friends. No, I don't really have much to say, other than echoing what people have said. Really fun session. Excited to see what Guy will cook up for the next character, because I think Valerie is not going to be coming back for a while. But we do hope she comes back, or I hope she comes back. And with that, I think I don't have anything else to say, so I'm just going to pass it on to Chloe, who plays Emelyne.
Yeah, these have all been wonderful recaps. I agree with everyone. To say I'm devastated is an understatement. But we grow. I think that this is an important time within the story as well to really flesh out Emelyne's character. Moments of trauma, moments of deep pain are where people really make or break. So I'm excited to kind of build on that for her and see if she can push through and see what she ultimately decides. So definitely tune in next Wednesday if you also want to see the progression of that, as well as how we do within this very mysterious jungle temple. So thank you for what you did on Valerie, Guy, and thank you to everyone else with their role play as well, and for taking this in stride with me. And with that, I'll just go ahead and pass it over to Naoki, played by Isaac.
Yeah, it was a good session, although it was really sad to see Valerie just get a hole put in her by this nature spirit that was invoked very angrily by our just casual murder of animals, and it's come to bite us literally in the ass. Other than that, it's been a really good session, and then I'm pretty stoked to see because I didn't get to see much of campaign 2, but I do know that Casmir is a very important character in that campaign, and you can definitely find that on the Twitch page if you want to see that campaign too.
YouTube's. It's all on YouTube's.
And the podcast networks.
Yeah, the podcast networks. You can hear me being a dummy.
Yeah, definitely tune in next week to see what we're gonna do in this big old trial of his. If it's gonna be some kind of puzzle, or are you gonna fight some big bad enemy? Who knows? But with that, I will pass it over to Talia, played by Megan. Woo!
How many times are we gonna have Chloe cry? We seem to be putting her through a lot of shit right now. It's not even
Many
that
times
long
as it
ago.
takes.
She
To be
cried
honest,
because
it's the
of her
consequences of her
mum.
own damn actions half the time.
It's a dog. I don't want to start.
It was a baby.
That is very true. That is very true. I just wanted
Okay.
to protect it. And I nearly died because I was like, I had the scent. And I was like, oh, what is going on? We all just nearly, one all just, bam, died. All because of a dog. I didn't want it to sacrifice you as well. Oh, no. And then Valerie just dead.
Yep.
Never to be seen again. Maybe. Dun dun.
All right, rub it in. Rub it in nice and deep.
Technically, yeah. She gone forever.
It's all your fault. Nah. That was very fun though. The scare of maybe dying back again after already dying the first time. But it was still very fun either way. Great session. I don't think I've got anything else to add, so I'm gonna hand it back on there to Michael.
And here I am. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in tonight at twitch.tv/relentless, or anywhere that you have been watching or listening to our session for this evening. It gets better each and every week, and I love playing with these people, so it's really good. So thank you so much everybody, to the players and to the audience for this evening. Happy to see new people in our chat as always. And join our Discord if you haven't already, because we do other games throughout the week, like Dead by Daylight, which just had a Five Nights at Freddy chapter released yesterday. We have a Minecraft server, Java Minecraft server, where you can come and join our community of really great and amazing people there. We do other games as well. So without further ado, I have nothing else to say other than what I say each and every week at around this time. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.